Welcome to the Astro Forecast for the week of Monday, April 4th to Sunday, April 10th. This week we have two planets moving signs, so that's the energy is going to be shifting. And we also have a couple of aspects that are coming in, more than a couple, and one a little explosive aspect. Now, with astrology, everything can be used for your highest and best. Think of it like the weather, right? It's just the weather, right? It's just if it's raining, then you plan for the rain, and if it's sunny, then you plan for the sun, right? The astrology is like that. And why I do these forecasts is to help you understand what the energy is going to be like. I often hear with my clients, so they're like, oh, I'm having such a hard time. I feel like I'm crying. I'm like, that's the energy right now. And are you in touch with your intuition? Are you in touch with a therapist? Are you journaling what's coming up for you? Sometimes you just want to cry and you don't know why. It's a release of things. It's part of grief as well. And we're all going through grief in some form or fashion. So this week is a very mercurial week. Mercury is the mind. It's our communication, our thought processing. It's also our close relationships, how we relate to the world around us, right? You only have control over two things in your life: your perception and your actions. So it all starts really from the mind, right? And the mind can create this wonderful world of abundance and manifestation opportunities, or it can create doom and gloom and we're going to go to war and we're all going to die, right? And so it's what are you focusing your mind on? That is going to impact this week. So this is a great week to really practice manifestation in terms of I intention. As soon as you start the day off, set an intention for what you want to receive or how you want to have the day. Maybe it's I intention for a day of ease and flow. That's it. Or maybe I intention for a day that I experience joy and happiness throughout my day. That's it. Right? It doesn't have to be that bad. It doesn't have to be something big or, you have to create a mountain. It's really just very, very simple. So Monday, April 4th, we're starting off with Mars conjunct to Saturn. Now, Mars is we call it applying, exact, and separating. So I don't want you to think of today is this. It's actually building to this day. So we're going to feel it on Saturday, Sunday as well. And if you're watching this forecast on Sunday, if you're on my newsletter or on my YouTube channel, I release it on a Sunday. So you do get a little early. If you're watching it on social media, you're likely seeing it on Monday or later. Doesn't matter. Whenever you see it at this time is the right time for you. So Mars conjunct to Saturn gives us this wonderful upliftment in our power, our intentions, our willpower to get things done. Now, Mars is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is Mars and Saturn in Aquarius. Conjunct means they're in the same degree. So they're exact on this day. They're exactly on the same degree of Aquarius. And this is kind of going towards the end of Aquarius now, ish. And so what's happening here is Mars is our motivation, our desire, our energy, our vitality, our egoic will. And Saturn is our responsibility. It is how we show up in the world with our our responsibilities, structure, duty. It's also scarcity. Where are we feeling fear? Where are we feeling lack? Right? Saturn is going to show that to us. Now, Saturn and Mars in Aquarius, this is about humanitarian efforts. This is about elevating the collective consciousness. This is about our goals and aspirations. This is about us coming together. It's an intellectual sign. So it's Aquarius is a sign, it's a fixed air sign. So it means it likes to take concepts and elevate it. Think of something that it's sort of inherited and blow it up. Aquarius doesn't like black and white lines. It likes to kind of blur those lines and create more. What I think is a really great indication of Aquarius right now, because Uranus is its ruling planet. It's going through Taurus, breaking up all the old banking structures and creating this cryptocurrency, underlying current of payment and money and how we value our money. And it's also, with Saturn and Aquarius, it's also kind of creating like, how do we see the dynamics of what we thought was the rules, and how are we changing that? And a great way to think of that is gender diversity now, whereas male and woman, that's the old way of thinking of it, right? Man and woman. Now there's trans and bisexual and pansexual and asexual, identities around all that has really come out to change the way we think about gender, sexuality, and love, right? It's really this Aquarian way of loving that we are all you love a soul, right? It's not that, oh, I can only love you if you have this. It's, well, no, we love all things. And what is love and how do we relate to each other? So coming back to Mars conjunct to Saturn, this is going to be a really wonderful aspect to get you motivated to go do the thing that you've been wanting to do. So this is willpower, this is determined energy, igniting your motivation to be responsible for something. So maybe this is like you've been seeing the war that's happening in Ukraine and you want to take some responsibility and do something, and maybe you're spending money or you're supporting somebody in the community that's going to be taking things there, and you're helping with fundraising or dropping off goods at the Goodwill or dropping off goods for Ukraine that's going to be shipped there. You know, there's this kind of this wanting to help others. And we can use this for our highest and best by clearing out the clutter, right? We are into spring now. This will be a great spring cleaning day. I know it's Monday, so maybe you might be working, but it might be kind of helpful energy as well to clean out your inbox at work, clean out your desk at work. This is also gives you stamina and patience to complete hard tasks and overcome obstacles. This is a really great willpower to think things through and get things off your plate at work, and transmute this energy, the stagnant energy that's been here, into productive means of doing things and getting things done. This is a great energy for that. As with everything, there's a positive when this is used in its highest and best. You can clear out the clutter, doing things, elevating ideas and concepts. This is great ideas, Mercury's ideas, which is going to be coming up in the next few days. But this is more about doing things. The ideas that you've had, you're working on them and you're getting things done. Solving problems, being a team player, thinking outside of the box in the ways that you're doing things. Smarter, not harder. This is that kind of energy. Now, negatively, or not negatively, or an obstacle or struggle that can come up with this energy is that you can become angry, frustrated, impatient. You want to do the thing and it's not working out. There's nothing here that's really indicating it's not working out. It's more just you're having to do it methodically, potentially, or think things through. Or maybe if you're feeling stuck because of that inside the box constriction, this energy is going to help you to overcome that and think of some potential ways that you can circumvent that in the best of ways. It can be a bit impatient with this kind of energy. But again, if you're using it and seeing why are you feeling impatient, what is the universe trying to right time you for? Why are you rushing through something that is stopping you? We get impatient when our timelines don't line up with the universe's timelines, right? And you're just like, wait, what is this trying to right time me for? Tuesday, April 5th, Venus is moving into Pisces now. And so Venus is moving from Aquarius, and she's been traveling with Mars, but they're starting to kind of separate a little bit now. Venus moving a little faster. And she is moving into Pisces. So what happens is when she moves out of Aquarius into Pisces, Aquarius is it's still a bit of a doing energy because it's about thinking, thought processing, how can I be of service and be to the collective. Now as she's moving into this ethereal Piscean energy, this is about one, love, empathy, devotion, creativity, flow. This is actually going to bring a really great heart energy to the collective. This is about empathy, sympathy, compassion, devotion, idealism, kind of bringing all of that spiritual oneness forward. This is going to actually help us to be more forgiving, to be more conciliatory to each other. And what I actually got the download for this is that when we're coming at this point in time, all the stuff, any residual that's been left from the convoy piece of what's been happening for us here in Canada anyway, but also around the world, is going to be able to be mended. Because what happened with that is there was this othering of people, right? And we often see this. If there's a division, there's an othering. I feel othered. I don't feel like I belong here. I don't feel like this makes sense for me. I feel like I'm not being noticed, acknowledged, loved, safe, all those things. And the more we bring that together and we say, I see you and I see that you feel othered in this, and let's see how we can work together now and create this coming back together again, that's going to change that. So Venus in Pisces is going to create more reconciliation And there's also, whenever planets go into Pisces, especially like these inner planets like Venus, there can be more of a focus on hospitals and healing. So it's possible with Aries season that there is another variant right now, and the variant could be, really starting to spike up at this point, and there'll be a focus on hospitals and healing too, because Pisces is healing as well. So just being careful. All the colors of the rainbow, whereas like Aquarius can be kind of black and white, right? This is what I think, this is what I know. Pisces is like, all the colors of the rainbow make up this time now. We see things in various shades and different tones. It's not just black and white. So we are able to forgive and understand, have compassion, empathy. This is very tender, affectionate energy, sensitive, romantic. It's hard to define. This energy is very ethereal. And what can happen, anything turned up too loud, is this can be escapism. This can be victimization, feeling like I'm the victim as well. Delusion and being evasive. It's almost like running away from your responsibilities, right? You just want to like lay in a field of flowers or drink cervezas on a beach in Mexico, and this is about, how can we channel this energy for compassion, healing, kindness, for yourself and the collective. And this is very creative energy as well. So if you're a creative, you like to draw, you like to write, you inspired. This is Venus in Pisces is very inspirational for channeling divine knowledge and information. If you've ever seen somebody like play an instrument and they're just in it, that is Venus and Pisces. That is just like, it is just coming from their soul, and it is just their soul's expression through the physical body. It's beautiful. As we come to Friday, I skipped over Thursday. Thursday, April 7th, we have Mercury sextile to Saturn. So this is now bringing in this mercurial energy, which is the mind, and Mercury is in Aries now, right? So this is pioneering, bold ideas, information. Let's go, let's take action, right? And Saturn is in Aquarius. This is about responsibility, duty, structure. Are we honoring the things that we said yes to and what we came here to do with our soul? So these two, excuse me, together, I'm so excited. These two things together are giving us that oomph to get going and do the things in our life that we came here to do. So, and because there's this Aries energy of pioneering, doing bold, inspired action, and Aquarius, the collective, excuse me, we can have this feeling of like, I do for everyone. I'm doing because I'm inspired to help people. So this could be like group projects, working together, together, cooperation towards a common goal as well. It's interesting because I know we're not yet into May long weekend here in Canada is when you start to spring clean, but I just got the download of the image of like community gardens, coming together to sort of plant and till up the soil and things like that. It's still too early here for that. I wouldn't recommend it, even if the weather looks super nice. It just, we always just have that last big hurrah in May. But it's this feeling of coming together to do for the community. Great time to have like a community garage sale, sort of spring cleaning in the community as well. Clear thinking, good judgment. The path forward is made clear. Organized, we want to help each other. Catching up on paperwork. This is a great day, Thursday. And Friday, I'll say, is a great day to catch up on paperwork, clear out the clutter, clean out your house. Great time for research and studying. And brainstorming great ideas, because Aries energy is pioneering, bold, inspired, but it's quick. It wants to move fast, right? So this could be like, let's get something done now versus sort of sitting and thinking and slogging through paperwork. You might not have the appetite for that. It's a great day to get caught up on some work and really power through some things. And then Friday, we have Mercury joining, is sextiling to Mars, because remember, Mars and Saturn are working together. That happened at the beginning of the week. So as Mercury joins up the party here, Mercury sextile to Mars, that's a 60-degree angle. They're helping each other. So Mercury is the mind, and Mars is our motivation, our power, our desire to get things done. So this again is adding to that willpower, adding to that wanting to get things done. This is a good week to get things done, to really go after your to-do list, to make a to-do list and just check things off of it. Motivated to join with others to get things done, increased confidence, speaking powerfully, good reflexes. This is fast energy. Great connections and relationships with other people. And it's a great day for planning as well, using these wonderful, pioneering, bold ideas to get things kind of put down onto paper and figuring out where you want to go and how you want to get there. And as we roll into Sunday, April 10th, this is the hardest aspect of the week. And you're going to feel it even on Saturday, even Friday. I would say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday into the next week is Mercury is now coming to square Pluto. Now Mercury is moving pretty fast at this point. He's flying forward, and Pluto is still at kind of those last few degrees of Capricorn. And so Pluto in Capricorn is about breaking up the old patriarchy, breaking up old structures that have been there forever, old ideas, it is revolutionary, death, rebirth, transformation is Pluto. This is the shadow of the collective. And that's what we're seeing so much happening, because Pluto is traversing these last degrees of Capricorn, really asking us, what are we taking into our future? Because when Pluto moves into Aquarius, we are now about evolution of society. And so we can't evolve society until all of these, pillars, or it's interesting. I'm envisioning them like chains, holding us back to those past promises, contracts, ways of doing things. Those are being broken away now. And Mercury square to Pluto, it is about innovative ideas and what have we been thinking that has been holding us to some standard, to some old concept, to loyalty, maybe to our past and karmic lines and our ancestors that really are not serving us anymore. So this Sunday, I would say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to feel this energy. And it is not an easy one. It's not easy in that if you're attaching to my identity is, Pluto's going to say, is it really your identity? Or is it because somebody told you? Or because you heard your mom say? Or because your grandmother used to always do? Right? Is this something you want to take into the next iteration of your life, which is now, right? We're in spring. So intense focus, you question everything. This is a great time to question everything. Is this true? Because this can be deceptive energy as well. This can be secrets kind of coming to light. This can be a deception, illusion, propaganda, arguments, miscommunication right now as well. Pluto is great for research. So this is a great way to channel this information, is research what you are reading and is it true? I just shared a post, not just, but a couple weeks ago. It's a picture of Prince, and it's a quote by, like, I think Teddy Roosevelt, and then it says a false name, drummer of Metallica. Like, so the whole post is wrong. It's just all of it is misinformation, and it just says question everything. Right? Really question if you're reading this post, even if it supports your point of view. Look at who stands to benefit from me believing this post is true, right? Who stands to benefit from this? So even when we think about vaccines and all that stuff, and I know that's a contentious issue, but I'll just say it's very interesting because I have friends on both sides of the issue. I believe that it is a choice that we should be making. And the more that we create this division of people who don't get or do get are smart, like we start to assign characteristics to it, the more that we're really not seeing the issue for what it is. And it's a choice. It's a personal choice for health, right? I believe in that fully. And when things start to go sideways and resources aren't available for everybody to help everyone move through it, like the hospitals being overrun, then we just have to make sure that we're mitigating that so everyone can get help, right? That's very Aquarian energy. We just want to help everyone, and we want to make sure everyone gets help. And I fully believe everyone on this side, all of these sides of the topics, want people to get help. If you need hospital help, you need 911 care, you need to get into a doctor, we all want that for each other, right? That is the humanitarian that I believe that we all have in us. And I believe in the goodness of you watching this too, whatever side of this topic you're at, right? And so when we start to think of Mercury square to Pluto, we start to question, why did I think that people who decided not to get vaccines were smart? I never thought that, but it's a question, because I know brilliant people who've researched it and just said it's not a good decision for me. Okay, great. I believe in autonomy. I believe that you should have autonomy over what you put into your body, right? We all don't ever want to force that on anyone, and that then goes to abortion rights, and that then goes to when all of those things. We start to question it all as it's related, because what I was seeing out there was interesting, because sometimes people were like, "Well, I don't believe in the vaccines. I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to take this experimental thing that's going to make me lose weight. Yeah, I'm going to get behind this thing because it's going to make me money and it's going to make me lose weight." And I was just like, I don't quite understand that. Okay. I mean, it's your body. I don't really give a crap. But really, it was interesting to sort of think, I'm okay with this, but I'm not okay with that. And why is that? And when I ask those questions, they're just like, well, this has lower risk. I was like, but does it? Right? Like, does it? If you actually read the small print, there's a lot of things in there that can cause you a lot of pain and a lot of, and there is adverse reactions to it too. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that. So it's like interesting what we're willing to accept and what we're willing to question, and then what we believe to be true and what is actually false information. So this energy is going to be bringing up, what do you believe and is it true? And you're going to come up against others who believe the opposite of you, and that is about testing. Can you understand people's points of view without feeling the need to judge or to change anyone? Right? Because the goal is everybody. Can you have a conversation with someone who has a different perspective than you, see the brilliance in that person and the way that they are feeling about the topic without making any judgment to them, and just witnessing what comes up for you when they say those things? Can you have a conversation with people? Because if we start to just say, if you don't believe everything I believe, then you can't be my friend, that's going to be a mighty small circle, if any, because we are dynamic individuals with different experiences, different ethnicities, different, I mean, and even if you're Canadian and identify as Caucasian, you also come from a lineage of people that have different things in their history, and that have different experiences and different viewpoints on things. So can we agree to just be there for each other and listen without judgment? So this is going to bring up arguments, miscommunication, limiting beliefs, questioning powerful dynamics, power dynamics. Power and control is also Pluto. Hidden motivation, corrupting influences. This is great for deep thinking and confronting the shadow. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to find out some more things are going to be coming to light with this Ukraine war at this time as well, and some powerful information. And then on this exact same day, as it's kind of moving through these last degrees, we are moving into Mercury, now is moving into Taurus, and that's going to happen later in the day. So we're going to start off the following week, which was April 11th. With Mercury in Taurus. And Mercury in Taurus is very different energy now. So Mercury in Aries, which is what this week is all, we're still in Mercury in Aries. It's bold, fast. We like to make things happen. Fire, cardinal energy. We're spark. It's the kind of the spark that turns into the flame, right? And with these are great ideas. Now, when Mercury moves into Taurus, this is fixed earth energy. It's almost like, think of it going, oh, right? It's going to slow down. It's going to be deliberate. And this is a time for methodical things. Taurus likes method. Taurus likes stability and strength and things they can rely on. Taurus is very reliable energy. Money energy as well. Looks like you did that. So this is about, are you making good decisions? Is slowing down that pioneering energy and building it into structure that's going to last, right? So we're almost kind of like, we need that, right? And that's why the zodiac is the way it is. We're using that energy now, that bold pioneering energy, and now we're planting it into the ground to create stability, to create foundations for things to come. This is about foundation building now. So there's common sense, one thing at a time, step-by-step patterned thinking, routine, deliberate. We're down to earth, solid, grounded thinking and planning now. So this is good energy for creating things that are going to last the test of time. And we have to just make sure that we're not being, again, too loud, is too rigid in our thinking, too judgmental in our thinking, overly conservative. And this is kind of can be stubborn because it's a fixed sign, and that we're not staying in our comfort zone. Right? Aries isn't like comfort zone. There's no comfort zone with Aries, right? They're like, let's do it. Let's try. I used to have a coach who was an Aries that's just, lean into the fear, run towards the edge. That's such Aries energy. Taurus is like, I want to sit on the couch in my comfort zone and just be happy here and eat some delicious food. Taurus knows nice quality, good quality things, and they know what's good, right? A good food, good wine, good cheese. Oh my God, I love me a Taurus. So that's this week, right? This is a very mercurial week of like our mind is going to be very active at the beginning of the week, wanting to do and bold to do things. As it moves to the end of the week, it's going to question what is true for me. What do I want to believe now? What am I going to be planting to grow roots to now? And that is then going to move us to Sunday. So wishing you a wonderful week of, remember what I said at the beginning, plant your intentions. What you focus on will grow. This is a beautiful computer that is in charge of this dynamic, powerful superhuman that is an energetic being having this human experience. So what are you focusing your brain on? Every morning, setting that intention, having joy and ease and flow in your day, and start to create from that place of aligned, inspired action to your soul, right? For your intuition. So have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye.